I feel like my whole career has been an underdog story, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole career,
Yeah.
my whole career has been an underdog story. I remember even like for Suits, I got the audition.
Mhm.
Man, at that time, I didn't even have enough money to take the bus to the audition, man. I was
Wow.
struggling. It was hard.
Warrior Strong with theaters and on demand on September 29th. So, and this is a basketball movie, but how would you best describe this film?
It's a story about redemption.
Yeah.
It is a story about acceptance, and it is a story about remembering where you came from and using that knowledge to better yourself and the community in which you live. I think that's what this movie is about.
And your character, he's a troubled basketball star who's looking to make his next big move, but comes back to his hometown and helps his old high school team try to become winners. So ultimately, what attracted you to that role?
They called me, Nicolas Cage. We
Yeah.
produced, or he produced the movie, The Retirement Plan with Nicolas Cage, which is
Right.
in theaters right now. So
Yeah.
I auditioned for that. Crazy story. I was living in San Diego, me and my fiance, 𝐒𝐏𝐿𝐴. I did an audition in our parking garage basement. That was the first time I booked the job the next day. They gave me the job the next day. A week later, I was in the Cayman Islands filming The Retirement Plan.
Mm.
About 6 months later, Nicholas calls my phone. We had dinner in LA and we're hanging out. Calls my phone 6 months later. He's like, "Yo, Jordan, there's a role in a movie. You'd be perfect for. Take a read. Let me know what you think." I read it. It was amazing, and that's what connected me to it, man. I was just like blown away by having the opportunity to be in this film where you're showing a an African American man
Yeah.
accepting that he has something to work on, and he's working on it by doing something that isn't the coolest thing from the outside. He's going back to like this small town that nobody knows about, doing like real work that is going to make him and others better. So I think it's just really, again, about redemption and finding who you truly are and who your friends are.
Of course, and along with you, you got the movie also stars Andrew Dice Clay, who has been in show business for over 30 years. So, and you got to work closely with him. So, what was it like for you working with Andrew?
I learned every single day how to be a professional, how to be an artist, how to work the get the best deal, and how to just allow things to be. It's not acting. It's vibrations, and you're just telling a story, and that's what it is. And you're creating something for people to sit down with any time of day. They can, be on the subway watching it on their phone, or, for a holiday with their family, but that essence will always be there because it was caught on camera. And real quick, we're doing a
Yeah.
scene. I was tired. And it's the scene in the trailer where he's like, I got 23 winning seasons. Can you say that? I was done.
Hmm.
I was so tired. And
Yeah.
he came up to me. He's like, "Bro, a big executive producer told me this years ago. No matter what time it is, you can be tired. You didn't get any sleep. It could be 4 a.m. When the audience looks at it, they don't know what you're
Right.
going through." So he said, just do it. I had to get down on my knees and pray, and I did it. And then you see the scene in the trailer, and it's like, so that's how he was. He was just a helpful scene partner pretty much the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's great. And your role stood out. Andrew Dice Clay role stood out, and the kids stood out as well. So, what was it like working with the kids, playing basketball with them, and just working on scenes together?
They were the heart of the movie. They
Yeah.
were the ones that were there every day before, after they had to train in that hot gym in Sault Ste. Marie last year, summer. Um, and also like when they come up to me right on set and they're like, "Man, I saw you in this, or I saw you in that. Like, how did you do this, or how did you do that? Did you get like an American SAG contract? Did you get a Canadian contract?" And they're actually like listening to me, and it puts you in a vibe where you're
Yeah.
like, you can't not do it. Like, you can't not like be the person that they're asking you to be, because like, what are you gonna do? Just turn it down? Like, nah, man, you got to be like responsible and be the leader and be inspiration to people. It's like they make you better. That's, I'm finding that out with my son like every day. Like we're running, playing around in the park and stuff like that. It's like they give you that okay to be like, no, it's okay, man. Be inspirational. Be that person that you want to be. So I thank them all the time. Macaulay, Shlomo, Aiden, Julian Young, Stephen Kalen, Harlan, all of them. LB, Keenan, the family for life. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you talk about how Warrior Strong is all about redemption, and it also has that underdog feel to it. So when you look back at your career or just in life, have you ever felt like an underdog?
I feel like my whole career has been an underdog story, man.
Yeah.
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 My whole career has been an underdog story. I remember even like for Suits, I got the audition.
Mhm.
Man, at that time, I didn't even have enough money to take the bus to the audition, man. I was
Wow.
struggling. It was hard. And I remember my boy Tomas Music came to my house back in Toronto. We were in the basement. We did that audition for 4 hours. And I'm thankful because I booked it, and it changed my life. That went from 2 to 4 episodes, as I said in the breakdown, to 14 episodes.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it's just, that's kind of how it's been. It's like I just kept working, and you're just seeing it happening right before your eyes. Like you're
Yeah.
just literally step by step. It's not easy though, but yeah, no, I'm grateful for my journey.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And
Yeah.
last week I got to talk to director Shane Belcourt, and he was just really enthusiastic. He's a basketball fan, loved working on this film. So how was it working with Shane while filming?
He was the one. I worked my ass off.
Yeah.
Hey, I was there every day, 12
Yeah.
hour days, 13-hour days. I
Hmm.
worked 21 days out of 20. You know what I'm saying? Like I was
Yeah.
there, but Shane worked like 55 days out of 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like man, he was the one that was there every single day. When I got to go home and sleep, he was still on set working the days that I got to go home and take a little break in the trailer or something. But Shane was incredible. He was a warrior. He was a teacher. He guided me, and I'm forever grateful for him, to him, for allowing me to showcase my ability in my first starring role. I am truly, Shane played a humongous part in that, man, and I forever respect that guy. And also I want to give credit to Dwayne Murray as well. Dwayne Murray, he plays the ref in the movie. He's also a coach for Rachel McAdams. He was the coach
Mm,
for the actors on set as well. So it was just a good environment to be around, and I'm going to carry that on for the rest of my career moving forward. Amen to that.
right. And speaking of, your leading role, your character, Bilal, has a very high basketball IQ, and obviously is a skilled player. Of course. But are you are you good at basketball, or were you a fan of the sport growing up?
Yeah, I played it. So I went to Mother Teresa, which was like an inner city school in Toronto. Like NBA
Okay.
players came out of that school.
Yeah.
I played with Corey Joseph on my
Mm,
rep team, which is like AAU in America and Canada. They call it the rep
yeah.
team. But I played
Right.
with Corey Joseph, who's on the Detroit Pistons today.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I was pretty good, man. I could have definitely made it to college, and I was telling one of the last interviewers, at least to the G League, for sure overseas. Not even, that
Right.
wouldn't even have been a, yeah. I have friends now playing overseas, which is a true testament to how basketball has grown over the years.
And this leads to my last question for you. Overall, how was the experience working on Warrior Strong? And would you like to work on more sports movies down the road?
Yes, I hope Warrior Strong can be like a whole like franchise.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
wishful thinking, wishful thinking. But yes, no, I would definitely do some sports movies. I have a few in the pipeline just in terms of writing that I want to do.
Okay.
And the the experience making Warrior Strong was very difficult. And I
Hmm.
say that because, we had like 4 different sound teams. It was like a 4-week production, 4 different sound teams
Mm.
each week. We had
Mm.
2 different cinematographers, people getting fired, people getting let go, different people
Oh,
coming
wow.
in. It was a crazy time. But I'll tell you, man, I had my family, I had my friends on set, and the people that did grind it out and stay, man, that set was protected by God and the angels, and the Warriors. We did a lot of smudgeons too, like native smudgeons, which
Oh,
is like
yeah.
when you, and because it was, so we had the higher power on set, and that's what really got us through.
Of course. Well, I have to say, I enjoyed the film. I know everyone else will when it's released. Jordan, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Again, congratulations on everything and continued success to you.